Hi everybody, it's Renee here. I am the person that is doing this podcast thing. It's called Duffy in Hearing the World, Empowerment and Advocacy for Teachers. So today I am here with my lovely sister who I'm going to ask some questions about. So my sister, she's in her late 20s. She identifies as a female in the Midwestern area of the region, or specifically in the state of Iowa, where field of dreams or opportunities can happen and so forth. So it's a good state to live in. She completed her high school diploma several years ago. I think it was back in 2019, right?
It's 2018.
2018. And so she also tried going to college. It was okay.
I gave it a shot twice, and I was struggling with some mental issues, so it didn't work out.
And so, because of the mental health issues, they were also related to disability. And we are both we're actually both related. We're both siblings that have had learning disabilities throughout education. And so I just want to help advocate for individuals with disabilities, and also becoming teachers in the education field, being able to help support those individuals. And her job, she currently works at a retail job. And you might be able to tell that we both work at Target because of the color of our sweatshirt. So it's a good place. She currently does stocking, general merchandise. It's a fairly decent job. I do fulfillment, which is walking around the store and grabbing people's orders. I should call it guest orders. And just prepping and stowing for drive-up members to for the guests. And so, your hobbies and leisure activities, what kinds are they? Are they spending time with family and friends, spending time with a dog? What kind of hobbies do you enjoy?
I don't really do a whole lot in my free time. I don't watch much television. I like to hang out with my close friends. Besides my friends, I spend most of my time on my laptop playing video games.
What kind of video games do you play?
I like the older Nintendo games. They're fun.
So Mario Kart?
Mm-hmm.
We loved to play Mario Kart growing up. And so basically she tried to force me to do that, but not much of a gamer as she is, so she tried to get me back in the groove, so we'll see where it ends up. What are your social media platforms that you prefer spend a bunch of your time on?
I spend a lot of time on TikTok, to be honest. I don't really post anything, kind of just watch stuff. I have a Facebook account that I use for keeping in touch with people from school, and that's really about it.
What do you normally to watch on TikTok? Mental health related issues, or just something in our generation?
I like stuff that makes me laugh.
Such as?
I don't know, shoot.
Pranks? Which is not really a good thing, but okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
It can sometimes be I'll be Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yes, we're Gen Z. Goodness gracious, I can't even keep up with these nowadays. And then, on Facebook, you also said that basically you, keep in touch with people from school. How close are you, relatively with them?
You know, it's more of a keeping tabs on people thing and less like being in touch. I'm not the best at keeping up relationships as I'd like to be, and they kind of fall apart without me meaning to let them.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing that I'm going through sometimes too. I mean, like when you don't really like you want to reach out to them, but sometimes you don't always do that, and then like time
I
just.
mean, it's a two-way thing. Like you need to put the effort in for other people, but yeah.
And so what are your like main challenges related to accessibility?
One thing that's helpful for me is when things are organized. I like to have lists so I can work through things methodically.
So so we both had like learning disabilities. In school you said you had a 504 plan, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly did like all? So you said that like you had like extended time on testing.
Yeah, so I didn't have my plan until probably the 9th or 10th grade. Was when I was starting to struggle with my math work. So they would let me test in a room by myself and free from distractions, and they would give me an extended period of time to take the test, so it wasn't as stress inducing, and they kind of shortened the coursework a bit to make sure that I was, that I was doing the objectives, the main parts of it, getting the goals done, and less so focusing on busy work.
I mean, that's the same thing that, so with my IEP plan, IEP stands for Individualized Education Program, which is to help students with disabilities be able to succeed in school without being discriminated against. And so I remember for my testing, I was able to be in a room either by myself or with other students in the testing room and being able to like have extended time on test so I wouldn't like feel as pressure to do something. And most of the time I always took advantage of like the extended time testing, because I remember when I had the I was ASAPs or something. I can't quite entirely remember. But I took like a full like 2 to 4 hours on like an assessment that was only supposed to be like an hour and a half. I took like more than I was needed to, and I took advantage of that full time, and like I still passed. But like it was a way for me to be able to like being able to focus and stay on task rather than like feeling like I was being like pressured to do something that I did not feel comfortable doing. And so what do you hope to be able to achieve for the accessibility and empowerment topic?
I'd like to just make sure that every individual and every student has the resources that they need in order to be able to be successful, and that people aren't getting left behind and stuck. because
I mean, I remember last year I had a class that basically said it like they had an act. It's called the No Child Left Behind Act. It's within the it's within the law, I believe, that basically says that like no teacher can like leave like a student behind and make sure that like every student has a chance to succeed, no matter what kind of disability they might have, and that they're allowed the resources to be able to succeed. And so, do you have like any favorite podcast?
Not really. I don't listen to anything, to be totally honest with you. I think you're doing a great job with this one. I am kind of interested in starting this podcast by an attorney I watch on TikTok. Her name is Reb Maisel, and she has a podcast called Reb for the Rebrand.
So what exactly does that podcast entail?
I don't know because I haven't listened to it, but I think it's a lot of cold cases and stuff like that.
And so like when and where do you usually like to listen to? So you said like on TikTok, correct? So like if we like got like this out onto TikTok, maybe you would listen to them. And then what do you like look for in podcast?
I want something that really grabs my interest and pulls me into it.
And so so you wish more what do you wish that more podcasts would cover?
I'm not gonna say current events because I feel like you can just go to the news for that. But I think that people should cover more niche and unique topics.
I would agree with you on that.
Those hidden gems.
And so like I think having like a podcast that like showcases the uniqueness of every individual would be like incredibly helpful, and to be able to advocate for those and just support one another. Alright, well that's all that we have for today. Thank you for listening and we appreciate you. Just remember, you are a voice and we can all be a voice. And so in all, be the voice, advocate for one another, and just be kind and loving to one another. Thank you.